Something is out there. Voyager 1, humanity's farthest-reaching explorer, has just picked up something unusual, an anomaly at the edge of our solar system. This isn't just a strange reading. It's something that defies all known logic and challenges everything we thought we understood about space. Could it be a malfunction, an unknown cosmic phenomenon, or the ultimate question? Could this be proof that we're not alone? Strap in, because what Voyager 1 has found might be the first undeniable clue pointing toward an alien presence. Since its launch in the late 1970s, Voyager 1 has had a single mission: to explore the outer planets and then continue beyond into the great darkness of interstellar space. It zoomed past Jupiter, capturing never-before-seen footage of the planet's massive storms. It then swung past Saturn, sending back breathtaking images of its iconic rings. After these flybys, Voyager 1 didn't stop, it just kept going. By 2012, it had passed the heliopause, the invisible boundary where the sun's influence fades and interstellar space begins. This moment alone was historic. But now, over 40 years after its launch, Voyager 1 has detected something so strange that even seasoned scientists can't explain it. The heliopause is like an invisible shield that surrounds our solar system, blocking out most of the dangerous cosmic rays and high-energy particles from deep space. For a long time, scientists believed this boundary was a calm, quiet zone, barely touched by outside forces. But Voyager 1's latest data tells a completely different story. It's detecting unusual vibrations in the magnetic field, strange ripples that aren't supposed to exist. These waves ripple through space in a way that no model ever predicted, and the numbers simply don't make sense. Experts once assumed that this part of space would be largely still, with minor fluctuations in the magnetic field at most. But the spacecraft sensors are picking up a consistent pattern. Waves that seem to push back against our solar system's edge as if something is on the other side pressing in. What's behind these ripples? That's the million-dollar question. Some researchers suggest it might be a new form of energy, something we've never seen before. Perhaps it's an unknown interaction between solar wind and a mysterious force in interstellar space. Others speculate the signals might be echoes of a powerful event far away in the Milky Way. But the most unsettling theory is the possibility that something is trying to reach us. Could these signals be intentional? Are we detecting a cosmic whisper from something intelligent, something far older than our civilization? Voyager 1's data suggests that something large and organized may be pressing against the outer boundary of our solar system. Some scientists have even floated the idea that powerful stellar winds from nearby stars could be the cause, or even something much more massive and unseen. If these ripples come from an enormous energy current flowing across the galaxy or even from beyond the Milky Way, it could fundamentally rewrite our understanding of space itself. And here's what makes it even more mysterious: the signals are not random. That's right. These fluctuations follow a distinct pattern. They repeat in a way that strongly suggests there is an underlying structure or system at play. This isn't just chaos or natural turbulence. It's something systematic, something deliberate. Is it possible that the heliopause is acting like an antenna, picking up signals from a source far beyond what we can currently reach? So, who or what is sending them? Have we just started listening in on an interstellar conversation that's been happening for billions of years? Some experts have proposed that Voyager 1 might have stumbled upon a massive, invisible energy grid that stretches across the galaxy. If true, this could be the most important scientific discovery in human history. Such a grid might connect solar systems, channeling energy in a way we don't yet understand. This would suggest that space isn't just empty darkness. Instead, it's part of a structured, energetic network, one that may even influence how stars and planets move and interact. It could mean our solar system is not alone, not isolated, but part of a much greater whole. Voyager 1 isn't just sending home signals. It's uncovering a cosmos far more active and dynamic than we ever imagined. Picture space not as a void, but as a massive web of hidden forces. This web could include bridges of energy stretching from one star to the next, forming an interconnected cosmic system that might one day be understood as a type of galactic infrastructure. If we're just now realizing that energy flows through space in these intricate patterns, then we're standing at the edge of a major shift in human knowledge. It sounds like science fiction, but if this is real, it could be the foundation for how the entire universe operates. Voyager 1, using decades-old technology that would seem antique today, might be the key that opens this mystery. Originally launched in the late 1970s, the spacecraft was never expected to survive this long. It was built with systems that now look like they belong in a museum, and yet it continues to operate, transmitting signals from over 14 billion miles away. This tiny probe is still going, still pushing forward, and still beaming back data that shakes the foundation of what we thought we knew. How is a spacecraft so old making discoveries this big? It's traveling farther than anything humanity has ever sent out, moving through space so distant that even sunlight takes over 20 hours to reach it. And from this frontier, it keeps sending signals that hint at something enormous and hidden. Every bit of data is like a message in a bottle from the farthest edge of existence. These transmissions carry with them clues, hints of the unknown and perhaps, of intelligence beyond Earth. Just when we thought we understood space, just when we thought we had defined the limits of our solar system, Voyager 1 reminds us how little we actually know. There are signals out there. Signals we can't explain. Patterns that don't match anything we've recorded before. At the edge of our solar system, where everything should be quiet and still, Voyager 1 is finding movement, structure, and possibly even intent. Could these energy flows be signs of intelligence? Are they natural phenomena, or messages from civilizations older than we can imagine? The deeper we dig, the more we realize that we've barely scratched the surface of a much larger and far more mysterious universe. Something strange is out there. Voyager 1, the farthest object humanity has ever sent into space, has just detected something completely unexpected. A bizarre signal right at the edge of our solar system. This isn't just a minor glitch or random noise. It's something that goes beyond our current understanding of physics. A discovery so mysterious, it's forcing scientists to question everything they thought they knew. Is it a technical malfunction? Could it be a new kind of cosmic force? Or, could this finally be the first sign that we are not alone in the universe? Voyager 1 was launched in the late 1970s with one goal: to explore the giant planets and then journey beyond into interstellar space. It gave us amazing close-ups of Jupiter's swirling storms and Saturn's majestic rings, revolutionizing how we viewed the outer planets. But Voyager 1 didn't stop there. It just kept going. In 2012, it crossed the heliopause, the invisible border where the sun's influence ends and deep space begins. That was a milestone. But now, more than 40 years after its launch, it's picked up a signal so strange that even the most experienced scientists are stunned. The heliopause isn't just a marker. It acts as a kind of shield, protecting us from dangerous radiation and cosmic particles that exist in deep space. For decades, scientists believed this boundary was relatively quiet, a peaceful zone between the solar wind and the interstellar medium. But Voyager 1 is telling a different story. Its instruments are detecting bizarre vibrations, strange magnetic ripples that no one expected. These aren't just small disturbances. They seem to follow a pattern, suggesting that something much larger is at play in this uncharted region of space. At first, many thought it might just be background noise, maybe small fluctuations in the magnetic field caused by solar activity. But the data says otherwise. These ripples are too organized, too rhythmic. Voyager 1 sensors show a consistent pattern that behaves like a wave, one that appears to be pressing inward against the edge of the solar system. What's causing this? No one knows for sure. Some scientists think it could be a new form of energy or perhaps an unknown interaction between solar wind and interstellar forces. But others believe something else might be out there, something intelligent. This is where things get even more mysterious. These signals don't seem random. They appear to repeat in a way that hints at structure, almost as if there's a message hidden within them. Could this be an artificial signal? A kind of cosmic transmission we're only now detecting? If that's true, then the implications are staggering. It might mean that Voyager 1 has accidentally tuned into something not made by nature, something that was meant to be found. Or even more chilling, something watching us from the other side of the void. There are a few possible explanations floating around. Some researchers believe these waves might be the result of a massive stellar wind, powerful energy flowing from a nearby star. Others think it could be a galactic shockwave or even a current of energy from beyond the Milky Way. But what makes this really strange is that Voyager 1 is detecting this pressure in a regular, repeating pattern. It's almost too perfect. Not chaotic. Not random. It suggests an underlying system or design, something that current physics simply can't explain. A more radical theory proposes that space itself may be structured, an interconnected grid of energy that links stars and planets. Voyager 1, they say, might be brushing up against this network for the first time. If such a grid exists, it could change everything. Our idea of space as empty and random would be wrong. Instead, space might be filled with invisible highways of energy, forming a cosmic web that guides everything from star formation to planetary motion. And if this is true, then Voyager 1 has just become the first human object to touch it. It sounds like science fiction, but so did black holes once. What we're learning from Voyager 1 is that the universe isn't as silent and empty as we thought. It's alive with energy, signals, and perhaps intelligence. And all of this is being revealed by a spacecraft built over 40 years ago, with technology that now seems ancient. Voyager 1 runs on outdated systems, sending data back to Earth from over 14 billion miles away. Yet it's still working, still exploring, still uncovering secrets at the very edge of the known universe. How is this even possible? Voyager 1 is now in a region so distant that sunlight takes over 20 hours to reach it. And yet, it's still able to send back data that scientists can't explain. Every signal from Voyager is like a postcard from a place we've never been. A whisper from the deep, saying there's more out there than we ever imagined. And what it's telling us now is that space, far from being empty, may be more complex and active than we've ever dared to believe. These strange signals, these repeating waves, are more than just curiosity. They could be the key to unlocking new physics. They might even represent the first steps toward proving that we're not alone. If the heliopause is picking up structured signals, then we may be listening in on something ancient, ongoing, and intelligent. Maybe it's a natural phenomenon we don't understand yet. Or maybe, it's something waiting for us to respond. Voyager 1 is reaching farther than anything we've ever built, and what it's finding out there might be the beginning of a whole new chapter in the story of humanity. At the edge of space, Voyager 1 is still moving, still listening, still sending back whispers from a place where no human has ever been. And with each transmission, we're reminded that the universe is far more mysterious, far more alive, and possibly far more connected than we ever imagined. In 1999, something different took to the skies. Unlike most telescopes that focused on visible light, the Chandra X-ray Observatory had a unique purpose. It captured powerful X-rays streaming from the universe's most violent events. We're talking about dead stars, distant galaxies, and ravenous black holes tearing matter apart. Chandra didn't just open a new window into the cosmos. It revealed an entirely different universe, one full of extreme energy, chaos, and transformation that had been invisible to us before. For the first time, scientists could study the explosive X-ray fingerprints of the most mysterious objects in space with stunning clarity. Meanwhile, right here on Earth, another space-based innovation quietly reshaped everyday life: the Global Positioning System, or GPS. Though it started as a military project, it became something far more universal. GPS satellites orbiting high above us started guiding not just fighter jets or submarines, but everyday people trying to find a pizza place or avoid traffic. Pilots, sailors, hikers, taxi drivers, everyone began relying on it. GPS became an invisible backbone of modern life, connecting the physical and digital worlds. It wasn't glamorous, but it was revolutionary, changing how we navigate the world without ever needing to stop and ask for directions again. And when we talk about humanity's achievements in space, there's one project that stands as a symbol of global unity: the International Space Station. Born in the late 1990s, this colossal lab floating in Earth's orbit brought together astronauts from around the globe. Russian, American, European, Japanese, and more, all working side by side in microgravity. It became a place where science came first, politics second. Experiments conducted on the ISS couldn't be done anywhere else. Growing crystals, testing medical treatments, and studying the effects of long-term space travel on the human body. It showed that space could be more than a frontier, it could be common ground. Fast forward to more recent years, and the idea of space took another leap, this time from Elon Musk's ambitious venture, SpaceX. Enter Starlink, a massive project designed to launch thousands of small satellites to create a global web of high-speed internet. The promise was bold: internet access for every person on Earth, from remote deserts to mountaintop villages. And it's working. People in previously disconnected areas now have access. But not everyone's cheering. Astronomers worry that Starlink's growing satellite fleet is cluttering the night sky, interfering with telescope images. Others warn of potential space junk disasters. Is it a leap forward, or a ticking time bomb? Of course, we can't talk about space exploration without circling back to one of the most iconic names in the game, Voyager. Specifically, Voyager 2. While Voyager 1 took a fast lane past Jupiter and Saturn before heading into deep space, Voyager 2 was given a grander mission. Launched in the summer of 1977, it was sent on a path to visit not just Jupiter and Saturn, but also the elusive ice giants Uranus and Neptune. This once-in-176 planetary alignment allowed the spacecraft to slingshot from one planet to the next using gravitational assists. Voyager 2 wasn't just a machine, it was a pioneer on a cosmic highway. To accomplish its record-breaking journey, Voyager 2 needed more than ambition. It needed hardware that could survive the cold, dark outskirts of the solar system. Cameras were redesigned to handle the dim light near Uranus and Neptune. Engineers devised ways to steady them during long exposures, avoiding blurry images. Data had to be compressed smartly to send clear signals across billions of miles. Since solar panels were useless that far from the sun, Voyager 2 ran on nuclear power. But even that had limits. So NASA developed a carefully timed schedule, shutting down non-essential instruments in shifts to conserve energy and keep the mission going. The first target on this long journey was Jupiter. Voyager 2 delivered breathtaking images, towering storms, flashes of lightning, and the iconic Great Red Spot spinning endlessly in the gas giant's atmosphere. But it wasn't just about Jupiter itself. The spacecraft revealed the secrets of the Jovian moons, like Io's erupting volcanoes and Europa's smooth icy surface that might hide an ocean below. It was a glimpse of a solar system far more active and diverse than anyone had expected. And yet, Voyager 2 was just getting started, cruising onward toward the solar system's other giant, Saturn. When Voyager 2 arrived at Saturn, it offered a fresh look at a planet we thought we knew. The spacecraft examined the planet's intricate rings in stunning detail, showing us thin bands, gaps and twisted clumps that hinted at hidden moons influencing the structure. And while Voyager 1 had focused more on Titan, Saturn's largest moon, Voyager 2 gathered broader data before moving forward. Unlike its twin, Voyager 2 didn't stop at Saturn. It continued deeper into uncharted territory, where no human-made object had gone before, heading for the most mysterious planets in our solar system, Uranus and Neptune. In January 1986, Voyager 2 made history again, becoming the first and only spacecraft to fly past Uranus. The planet appeared surprisingly featureless, a calm blue-green orb with minimal cloud activity. But beneath that quiet surface there were secrets. The spacecraft discovered that Uranus had a strangely tilted magnetic field, suggesting a bizarre interior structure. It also uncovered 10 new moons and 2 delicate rings that had never been seen before. Though Uranus looked sleepy, Voyager 2 proved that it had a wild side hidden beneath its pale exterior. That flyby was more than a milestone, it rewrote textbooks in real time. 3 years later, in 1989, Voyager 2 reached its final planetary target, Neptune. Unlike Uranus, Neptune turned out to be incredibly dynamic. Its atmosphere hosted violent storms, including the now famous Great Dark Spot, a massive Earth-sized storm system swirling at unimaginable speeds. Voyager 2 clocked the fastest winds in the solar system here, reaching over 1,300 miles per hour. It also found several more moons and confirmed the presence of thin, clumpy rings encircling the planet. Perhaps most intriguing was Neptune's ability to generate internal heat, more than it received from the Sun, an indication of unknown forces at work deep within. Voyager 2's planetary tour was over, but the mission didn't end. The spacecraft just kept going, drifting farther into the void. It continued transmitting data, studying the faint solar winds and cosmic radiation that filled interstellar space. In late 2018, Voyager 2 officially crossed the heliopause, the boundary where the Sun's influence ends, becoming only the second human-made object to enter interstellar space. Out there, it encountered strange pressure waves and bursts of cosmic rays, offering clues about what lies between the stars. Even in its old age, Voyager 2 remained a trailblazer, mapping the dark unknown. But maintaining contact with such an ancient spacecraft isn't easy. Power supplies have dwindled, and the team had to make tough decisions. Turning off instruments, rotating between systems, doing anything to extend the mission. In 2023, NASA sent a software update to protect Voyager 2 from the same technical glitches that had affected Voyager 1. Engineers also devised ways to stretch the fuel used by the thrusters, the tiny rockets that keep its antenna perfectly aligned with Earth. Because if the signal drifts even slightly, we could lose contact forever. Voyager 2 has become a fragile thread stretching across time and space. And so, we arrive at the edge of a mystery. Is Voyager 1's recent signal anomaly just another technical hiccup? Or is it something far more profound? Has it picked up a strange new phenomenon beyond human understanding? Maybe even a sign we were never meant to see? It's a question that stirs both wonder and unease. Whatever the answer, it reminds us of something powerful. These little machines, built decades ago, are still out there, exploring, discovering, and whispering back across the stars. What do you think it means? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more cosmic journeys.